In other news, talk about a mess plagued by delays and logistical issues. The planned Tel Aviv metro and light rail have been for years hanging like a dark cloud over the country. But now, despite over a decade of discussions, broken promises, and 500 million shekels spent, the whole plan might be nixed. Transport Minister Miri Regev examining just how worth it is to continue. Well, here with us now to talk brass tacks is Chen Herzog, economist for BDO Consulting. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Hello.
All right, so, what are the problems, really, first of all, with the metro plan?
Well, the problem is that it appears to be a very costly project, and it is very costly. But of course, you have to weigh what would be the alternative. And I think for the Israeli economy, the alternative of not building the metro and continuing to suffer from the congestion would be more expensive. Not
to mention that it would be terribly embarrassing after a decade plus of promising this metro. But, so did they not know the costs ahead of time? It's pretty regular to go over budget from time to time on big projects like this, but how over are we talking?
Okay, so the light rail project, the light rail project in Tel Aviv indeed had the cost overrun and time overrun, but I think it will begin operating at the end of next year. And the question now is whether to expand the light rail or the metro system beyond Tel Aviv to the entire metropolitan area. And this is a debate now. So the question is, do we form a metro system that connects the entire metropolitan area of Tel Aviv, or do we limit a small light rail system only in the city of Tel Aviv?
Well, and I think that question really boils down to, what is the point, really, to have a light rail that is really only just within Tel Aviv? Because it's not going to address the traffic in and out of the city every day or any of the...
Yeah, it's not only that. You have to remember there are three very unique characteristics of the Israeli economy. Our population is growing, so the traffic only gets worse. Every 5 years, we have 1 million more people here. They have to get to work. They have to travel. So that's one characteristic we have. The second, to begin with, we're a very highly dense city or country, more highly density, with higher density than many other Western countries. And to begin with, we have very low level of infrastructure. So we must fill this gap. And yes, it is costly, but you have to remember that the national cost of the congestion to the Israeli economy today is 35 billion shekels every year. And within a decade or two, it will be twice or 3 times as high if we don't build a metro system.
All right, so again, what are the obstacles really standing in our way between getting this and...
So the obstacle is, of course, budget and priorities. And the Ministry of Transportation said, yes, but we also need to build a railway to the remote areas in the south and in the north. It's true, but...
Which we do, yeah.
Well, we do. Yeah, we have a lot of infrastructure gaps to do, but it can't be one on cost of the other, and we have to do both. And I think another obstacle is some people believe in some kinds of miracles. We have new technology. We'll have smart mobility. You have to remember all these are not a substitute to mass transit. Uber doesn't reduce congestion.
Sure.
Uber maybe saves parking spot, but at the end of the day, it's 1 person per car. And the only way to reduce and to solve this problem is mass transit is a metro project.
All right, well, I think I speak for millions of Israelis when I say we've been waiting for this Tel Aviv metro for a long time, so I hope it comes about. Chen, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.